Well, tonight, new video shows the tense moments inside a North Baltimore grocery store when a disgruntled security guard opens fire on police. It happened nearly 2 weeks ago. Now, the video gives a better picture of what happened inside that store. Dan Lamparello is live right now with those new questions being raised today. Dan?
Well, Kai, as that firefight waged on between police and that suspect, innocent bystanders, workers, and shoppers all had to duck for cover there. It was a tense scene that one experts believe that lessons can be learned from tonight. But we do want to warn you, the video you're about to see is graphic.
Baltimore Police body-worn cameras showing the lead up to what will become an intense exchange.
Where's he at?
Officers entering the grocery store and within seconds have to duck for cover.
Almost immediately upon entering the store, they're met with gunfire.
2-4, signal 13, he's pointing it at us, whatever it is.
While one officer retreats outside, the other runs to a second-floor office where he shoots over hiding employees to engage the suspect.
There's lots of places to hide. There are a lot of people in there.
Jason Johnson is a former Baltimore Police deputy commissioner who highlights the intense pressure the officer was under, not knowing where the suspect was. Only to be met by a bystander.
I think his initial reaction, as I think most people, their gut reaction would be, is if someone comes in that door, that's probably the bad guy. And I think he reacted that way.
Johnson says he believes both officers were drawing on their experience in training during a chaotic scene, but says this video will surely be used as an example of what worked and what didn't. As
harrowing as it is, and just even being able to understand the stress that these officers were under, there certainly are lessons to be learned.
Now, there was one person who was injured during that exchange of gunfire between police and the disgruntled security guard at that grocery store. The shooting will now be reviewed by the city state's attorney's office as well as internally by Baltimore Police.
It's a move in the right direction for Maryland's economy, but the state still has a ways to go on the pandemic road to recovery.
Amy Simpson joins us live as she continues to investigate unemployment across Maryland. Amy?
Vaccine, Kai, we've talked so much about the vaccine rollout and physical health during the pandemic, but we're also tracking Maryland's financial health. And today, an economist here in Baltimore tells me that Maryland's unemployment rate might be skewed.
Maryland's economy, like the rest of the U.S., has taken a beating from COVID-19.
We're a long way from complete recovery.
When the pandemic moved in and shut things down, unemployment shot up. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Maryland's unemployment rate spiked to 10.1% in April 2020. By December, the state's unemployment rate dropped to 6.3%. But an economist in Baltimore says these numbers don't tell the whole story.
Over the course of the past year, a lot of people have left the labor force altogether. They're not working, they're not looking for work. And if you were to add those folks back in, the actual rate of unemployment would be much, much higher.
As Maryland works to strengthen its financial health, this economist fears some employers won't be able to hang on until later this year.
There are a lot of restaurants and retailers and other small businesses in particular will falter between now and then, and they won't be around to see the good times, and they won't be around to rehire their workers.
And predictions for a full economic recovery for Maryland.
It could take many, many years for us to get back to where we had been, which was a spectacular place with those low threes in terms of the unemployment rate statewide.
But this economist also tells me he's tracking vaccinations as well. He says it's the second half of 2021 when more people are widely vaccinated. That's when he's expecting more economic growth.
Cars slipping and sliding. It was hard to even see the ice that was on this road, but it made for a major trouble spot and a multi-car crash before the road was shut down.
Winter storm on top of winter storm. Since last Wednesday, it's been a bitter, cold time with Baltimore City inundated. Over 200 calls for snow and ice, most of them in just 2 days. Slick roads and the timing of a storm linked to a slow Saturday. Instead, enter the scene on North Baltimore's 41st Street Bridge. Skidding like it's an ice rink, busted cars and parts, 5 already crashed and stuck when the action doesn't stop there. Watch as another one loses control, sending a pickup into a 180. You can't even walk over here.
I thought I was just seeing an accident scene, but then we became part of the accident.
This woman rear-ended, a car hit a car, then hit her.
The bridge is extremely slippery and it's just dangerous out.
Plenty more where that came from.
We heard the cars being hit behind us.
Unclear if the bridge had been salted beforehand, but it was definitely a briny mess later. The mayor calling the ice possibly the most dangerous weather event yet. Cars colliding at I-83 and at Hilton Parkway, a crash with serious injuries. DOT spokesman Erman Vahil by phone last night on the plan ahead.
Our goal has been to keep a close eye on I-83 to make sure that we address any icy conditions that might occur overnight.
We also reached out to MDOT tonight. We're still waiting to hear back, but they did give us a warning yesterday, much like what happened here. They say sometimes ice can be even more dangerous than the snow because oftentimes you can't even see it.